Let's see what's going on. Why did it just do that once again? Oh, we streaming? Okay, that's good. I mean, I didn't expect to, but okay. We'll probably end up changing the title later for YouTube. Unfortunately, this will probably be the title for Twitch. But YouTube, we can handle that. Um, let's get right into it. Let's see what we got. So we got a couple things on here. We got WWE that have never. Uh, ooh, there's a lot. Let's see if we can find. Okay. Why not? Huh, wait. I gotta see how long the video is. 21 minutes. Why not? 21 minutes. When I saw that Twitch icon pop up, I thought it was letting me know from the last stream. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna end the video. I mean, do the be right back.
A couple years ago, I ended up in a motorcycle accident. I didn't have health insurance at the time, and now I have a plan that keeps me covered for $9 a month.
All plans cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll by December 15th.
So with Marvel Spider-Man 2 DLC and New Game Plus and Horizon, since it's December now,
okay, I'm back.
I wanted to make a video talking about the DLC suits that I'd like to see, obviously as suits in Marvel Spider-Man 2, which is pretty crazy to think about. I mean, not so long ago, we were waiting for the game, and now we're about to be talking about DLC suits. Now, there are confirmed suits that are coming that were being worked on with some certain celebrities and Kid Super, but that is completely different. That's a completely different conversation from the actual DLC suits, because the DLC is pretty much confirmed to be happening by Brian Intihar. There's been teasers. I mean, even in the story, there's been quite a few, just things that haven't been finished, like a lot of loose ends, like the whole story with the Flame and, Cletus Cassidy and Carnage. There's just so much that's going on, a potential Daredevil crossover as well. So I'm hoping we get 3 different little DLCs, kind of like the City That Never Sleeps type DLC for Marvel Spider-Man 2. So the premise of this DLC suits that I've got here, if you see it on the screen, I've got 3 folders, and each of these folders contain 5 suits. So we've got 5 suits that I want to see from Miles, 5 suits for Peter, and then 5 symbiote suits. We're going to lead off with Miles, and then we're going to finish off with the symbiote suits. So, first of all, I do want to say thank you so much for 97,000 subscribers. We're probably going to hit 100K before the end of the year. So if you see this, help me make that dream come true. Now, let's jump into the DLC suits. So, the number 1 DLC suit or technically number 5 DLC suit I actually want to see is just the evil Miles variant we'll see in the comics. I think this is a pretty cool little design. It's not like the traditional classic suit. Obviously, you've got a bit of difference on the emblem. It's got a jacket. And it's all around kind of interesting because an evil Miles Morales variant in the multiverse, you're like, whoa, what the hell? That's a pretty crazy thing, right? I mean, you can see him here a bit better. I really like this sort of color contrast that there is going on here. Like, he's got blue webs, a blue spider, and you can see like the spider is actually different as well, right? It looks like it's upside down. It's such a cool little design, and that jacket there is awesome as well. So I would really love to see something like this as a DLC suit, and also obviously like alternate variations as well with DLC suits. Like, please don't lock us away from that type of thing, right? Now let's move on to the next one, which is number 4, and this is actually Captain Universe Miles, right? This is a really cool thing that we've gotten a lot of alternate costumes for Peter in the past and lots of different games. I mean, I'm pretty sure like the Captain Universe was like an alternate suit even in the Spider-Man 2000 game, if I'm not mistaken. So having Miles finally have
Just stop. It's crazy, man. I swear this. I don't know what's going. Oh, they launched Firefox for some reason. I was wondering my stuff was going so slow. They keep launching new apps that ain't put on here. Just give me 1 second. I gotta take this out. This is. I don't like this. As our first Twitch debut. Well, official. I'll say that. No, I don't like it that much, man. Wait, did they just... Oh, I'm about to say, bro. I was looking at Streamlabs, and Streamlabs wasn't popping. I was like, did they just get into Streamlabs? But nah, it was just messing for a second, but it's still on here. Bro, I gotta solve some stuff out, man. I'm gonna be right back. Let's see if I can. Oh, looks like all my stuff is pretty much. What would you say? All my stuff is pretty much frozen at this point.
So having Miles finally
Okay,
have
I'm back on.
his own version of the suit would actually be
No, you didn't. How you come back and then just
quite
like...
amazing, right? And I hope that it's animated and it glows and all the stars and things
Okay, we on.
are just done well because it's such a powerful entity, right? This pretty much makes
That's
Miles
everybody's
God.
stuff.
When the Enigma Force chooses somebody, it is so cool and so OP, and it would really, like I said, it would just look amazing at nighttime swinging around with this suit. I mean, the potential, and especially with like gliding as well, because imagine when you glide, you don't even have the web wings, you just...
I don't think you can
just
even
glide
change the
because
weather
you say
yet.
it's through his
You
power,
gotta
which
be like
would
in
be
the
amazing,
mission,
right? And I think a lot of you guys could agree. And as well, in the comments below, you can feel free to leave your own suit wishlist ideas as well on what you guys would like to see personally as DLC suits for Peter and Miles, as well as symbiote ones, right? So that'd be cool. And now number 3, we actually have the Vampire Slayer Miles, right? I thought this was a really cool sort of concept.
I'm gonna put it in full screen. I don't think y'all can really
Get
see.
the gift you want from Metro, like a new iPhone 12 with 5G for $99.99 and no activation fees. You'll get a dual camera system and blazing fast 5G, all with no contracts, no credit checks, and no surprises. Only at Metro.
Okay, it's in full screen now. I'm currently on Twitch trying to set it all up. Let everybody know. I'm gonna say connectivity issues. I wonder what's the cause of it. Okay, they saying I could have skipped the ad. I didn't even know that. I was just waiting because sometimes after the ad is done, you just wait there for a second. Okay, now, okay, the ad skipped on its own. Or did it? Let me click that again. What? I knew. I guess I clicked it when the page was. What's going on? Well, just went
That would work
straight to
really
another
well
video.
for Miles. This is like a suit that the Blade gives to Miles that kind of makes him immune to being converted into a vampire, and it comes with a lot of different like tools to slay vampires. Like that's the whole point of it. It looks amazing, right? Like here's a better picture of it. Look at this. Look at how cool this looks, right? Like it's just got Miles of traditional colors and then some white webbing and a white spider. It's got like a cool like sort of, I guess, coat, but it's kind of morphed onto like his suit. Like I don't know, it just looks awesome, and I would love to see this translated into an actual suit. I think it genuinely would fit the bill as one of the cooler suits we could get as DLC, and those lenses that you see there on Miles actually look seriously awesome, to be honest with you. I hope I'm doing justice to some of these suits because these are my own personal picks, right? Now, in the number 2 spot, we actually have, I think his name's Arachnido Jr. or Arachnid. I don't know how to pronounce it 100%, But I thought
Arachnoid.
mainly this would be a good fit
Alright,
for
that's
Miles
not
because of the
mistake.
build of this like character. And I don't know, he's just got a cool design, right? Like the whole design for this character is really cool. And he's like pretty interesting in the comics as well. But I feel like this would be an awesome DLC suit that we could see because like Peter has had like various different alternative costumes like 2099, which really isn't, you know, Peter. So something like this for Miles would also be really cool, right? So, you know, not really much I can say about this one, right? Besides, I just kind of would like to see it, to be honest with you. And then the number one suit's probably the most anticipated thing I really want to see because this is the Earth 42 Miles Morales, aka the Prowler. Now, I know he's not technically Spider-Man, but this man was meant to be Spider-Man. So, and he can like kind of swing through the streets anyways. He's got all these tech gauntlets. This suit would probably take so much effort to make, but look at this. This would be so
Nice.
awesome, and because his face is covered, you could easily keep the rest of this the way it's meant to be. It would just be fantastic, man. I mean, they've already had characters kind of like show their hair in this game, like, you know, even Miles' like Adidas suit.
I feel
You
like
know,
all
you've
the
got
Spider-Man
like Peter's like
we've already
apocalyptic suit.
seen.
So this should be fine.
And probably
Like,
that
this
blue
should be
skull
completely
suit.
fine
Wait, no.
as a suit. And
Nah, that was
it
in the
would
game.
seriously be so awesome to see this at nighttime with all this glowing and the Spider-Verse animated effect. I mean, come on, man. Like,
I mean, you
sure
you
that a lot of
sort
you
of can
guys
do this
would
Spider-Verse.
be like in agreement with this. I
Yeah,
was trying to
if you
control,
own
by the way. But I'm sure you guys would agree with
Custom,
me on this
FX.
list, and I hope you do.
It's
So
like
these are the
perfection.
5 DLC suits I'd like to see from Miles. Now let's move on to Peter, shall we? Now, I had to start it off right away in the number 5 spot with the GOAT himself, the spectacular Spider-Man. We've had animated versions of suits, as you already know, that were pretty accurate to their original designs, and I feel like Spectacular Spider-Man deserves the spot and deserves some love because, I mean, he's finally made his appearance back and Across the Spider-Verse. We all wanted to see him. We all wanted to know what happens, and this would be amazing to see our favorite animated web slinger back, right? I absolutely love
I feel like they
Spectacular
got to put the
Spider-Man,
black suit
and
in
I
there as
don't
well.
know
If
who
they do
doesn't
that,
love this guy. Like, he's probably one of the best versions of Spidey. He's just so fun. He's just amazing, right? I mean, come on. Try to tell me
Spectacular.
you don't want to see this boy come back, right? Look at him. The design is amazing and would probably fit in really well as well. And of course, for some of these suits, I will show mods that already exist for various suits, and this is something that he could possibly look like. So, you know, there's already no issues.
you know
with
they're
him
gonna change the
being
logo.
in the game. Like, it's already doable. It probably wouldn't even be too much work. I just assume it'd probably have to do with like licensing and things like that. But I really hope they can get past licensing issues for some of these suits because
They don't have to do
you know,
like
give us Spectacular,
They
right?
make
He
it-
is a
make it in
Spectacular
their own way.
Spider-Man, and I will not rest until I see him. I mean, look, he's even got like web wings already, like there. Like, come on, man, just give us the boy. Now, the number 4 spot is like pretty obvious. It's going to be Peter B. Parker because why did we get Miles having his Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and his store-bought, like the store-bought costume, but we didn't get Peter B. Parker? Like, come on, that's like a no-brainer. Have this with that Miles, you could pair them up perfectly for a playthrough. Now, I don't care if it's like the Peter B. Parker with the sweatpants, or if it's the previous one with the full-on costume. Hell, you could make like the full costume one and then have like a variant or style where he's just got the sweatpants or something, right? Because that would be
like an
amazing.
alternate
And yes,
suit.
this is what he looks like in the game as a
Or
mod.
maybe it could be
And it's easily
two different
doable.
suits.
I'm sure they could bring him back, and I would absolutely love to see him. Like, it sucks that it has to be a DLC slot, but you know, I would take it as a DLC slot regardless because the suit is amazing, right? I mean, look at it. It's just one of the. It's like I don't even have words, man. It's just a classic Spidey, right? It's a classic Spidey done in a perfect animated style where the character's amazing and very, very relatable. So, you know, just bring him back, right? Like, he just looks awesome in game, and it'll easily be done. Maybe just give him some shoes or something. I don't know, but I'm sure they'll bring back just the way he originally looked, or maybe give him like the, I don't know, the outfit that he was wearing in Across the Spider-Verse, I guess, which would be hilarious, to be honest. Now, the number 3 spot is actually something I
It's
personally
the
really want to
Ultimate
see, and I think a
Spider-Man.
lot of the community agrees. And this side here is by Man Arts, and this is Spider-Man, or like, you know, Unlimited Spider-Man,
Oh,
or
Unlimited.
Limited Suit, whatever you want to
I don't know
call
why I
it.
said
The
Ultimate
show
Spider-Man.
itself,
That's the
I
one
don't
with
really
Rick
know
Back.
how I feel about, but this suit was probably one of the coolest, like, tech-based futuristic suits that I've seen Spider-Man have. This web cape was pretty much built for the traversal and like showcase of Marvel Spider-Man 2. Like, it would just work perfectly over there. So you could go either way. You know, you could have like a more realistic look of it with some more like, you know, tech being shown like this, or you could go the route of being really accurate and making it the cartoon style like this with the full-on shader. So
Maybe they just do like the symbiote suit where they have the regular suit. Like for the symbiote, they had the regular suit, then they had the anime, and then they had the TV series suit. And then I think it was just a white suit, which I don't know why they did that. I don't want to see a white symbiote
Get
suit.
NFL Sunday
Kinda
Ticket
weird.
now at a lower
Did I
price
just
for the
skip an
rest of the
ad
season.
and then they gave me another ad? That's crazy. That's YouTube. They never did that. It's usually after I skip the ad, the ads were
like
over.
this with the full-on shader. So whatever you want to do, just please add the suit. I don't care if it's the realistic one or the non-realistic one. Regardless, they will look amazing. I know the community agrees. I mean, this already, like, look at this. This is the cartoon version. It's just peak. Regardless if you want to do cartoon or realistic, it doesn't matter. It just would look so fantastic. So please, Insomniac, or if anybody else is watching this, any of the devs, any of the people that work on getting these suits on board, hear me out, man. This
I don't know
suit is
how much
amazing,
they
and I
gonna
would
do
love to see it
for the
get
Spider-Man
adapted.
game because
Thank
they said
you.
they
And number 2
shifting
spot,
their
come on.
focus to.
You think I'm gonna forget about the boy, about, you know, Toei Spider-Man or Japanese Spider-Man, our boy, the emissary from hell
Bro,
himself?
this gonna be a suit
Nah,
nobody
we
gonna
don't
use.
forget this boy. This dude is one of the best Spider-Man out there. Genuinely, he's just such a menace, and I love this dude. He's such like a, I don't know, he's just hilarious, man, and I think he deserves some love, right? Like, this show was amazing, and, you know, he's been in the comics, he's been in crossovers, but come on, just bring him into the game. Why not?
Who
I know a lot of these
wants
look like
the
they're classic
Japanese
suits, but
Spider-Man,
relax,
bro?
they're all different, right?
I think the Japanese Spider-Man, he actually had his own Transformer or something.
Hit that pose, take that flick.
Can't even skip this ad. Why not?
Pose, take that flick. Check your angle, post that. Hit that pose, take that flick.
Get Google Pixel 8 on us when you join Google Fi Wireless.
One Red Baron, fully
Red
loaded,
Baron.
hands-on style. Hold on, partner. That there.
I would love a Red Baron pizza.
And, you know, you've got like this comic book kind of cover here. It just looks amazing. And then, of course, here's a mod by Tango Teds. Tango's already brought our boy into Marvel Spider-Man. And I'm sure, without a doubt, modders will bring all of these fantastic
I
characters
hope
into
it,
Marvel
Spider-Man
Spider-Man 2.
PS5 never
But I
hit
would love them
PC.
to get some official
I don't want to
love,
see no
right?
PC
I mean,
mods.
it can't be that hard, right? Maybe licensing things again. I don't know how it works, but, you know, there's probably
Let them just mod
negotiations and things happening
Spider-Man
and whatnot.
PS4 and
Or seriously be
Miles
amazing.
Morales.
So please. And the number 1 spot, we've got, actually, so of course, you know, gotta get imposing there. We've actually got Ghost Spider.
Wasn't he actually already
Not
there?
the one you're thinking of. So this is actually the same character I want to bring, but this is before he becomes Ghost Spider, right? So this is that guy. This is the guy that kind of tricks all of these Spider-Men to come to his dimension. He takes their powers, and then, you know, 616 Spidey comes, he then sacrifices himself, and later comes back as Ghost Spider. That's his story. So we already had Ghost Spider, like this suit, which was awesome and crazy, and I'm surprised they didn't bring it back. It would have been really cool to see it with like different flame colors.
I seriously
But
thought I
I
saw
would
him.
love to see this guy because I know, you know, disrespectful. Spider-Man doesn't wear capes, but hear me out. I think in this context, with the colors, this suit is justified to be in the game because it looks really different, and I feel like with different color like styles.
Looks like
this
the
could really pop because you could easily just have like blue and red here,
the spot.
and it would look amazing as like an alternate style as
I
well.
can't
Like,
remember what
there's
it's
probably so many
called.
different art, like different styles you could do. You could probably do white and black as
That
well.
Drake Bell
There's so
movie
much
about
really
the,
really cool
the
stuff.
spider
So I don't know.
or whatever
I'm a
he
fan
was
of this.
called.
You only really get to see it like in this panel, but I don't